All right, so here is the current state of the next force project. So the last force that I worked on, it sold. It sold. It was completely refurbished, amazing shape. Just brand new everything, super clean, great looking screen, awesome. It sold. And now I've got a whole bunch of other projects. I got a whole bunch of ions now that I bought. I've got the Aurora that's kind of a dead end. That one's, but there's like no investment into that one basically. But I'll show you the next force project. So here's the board that needs to be recapped. And this is the next force project. So this one is called a Force Evo. The last one was a Force Edge Elite, which the Edge Elite has more of a boxy, it's a little bit shorter, more of a big box in the back, whereas this one's a little bit taller with a smaller bill acceptor container. So this was one of the forces that was completely totaled. Busted motherboard caps, bad screen. This screen's too dim, it's dead, it's not even worth replacing the light tubes. As of right now, I can't find any cheaper light tubes. So, ordered a brand new screen. I'm going to recap the motherboard. Motherboard's going to sit here. We're going to put a brand new power supply. Brand new hard drive was going to go here. We're going to put brand new fans and possibly drill more holes for more fans. So that's the state of that. And I'll show you what the deal is with the motherboard, because I have, years ago, I had many of these Force motherboards. I've actually got like, I think, is it 3? I've got at least 3. All of them not fried, bad caps basically. So, you know, these machines, when they're being run 24/7 in the bars in the past, right? In the past, they get hot. They're just working hard 24/7. The caps start to bulge. And that's usually what you can tell which caps are bad. You can see them bulging, or they'll even kind of explode, or they'll start leaking. So I have a whole bunch of boards that are bad. And also with these Force machines, power supplies were cooked. Like I said, motherboard cooked. What else? Hard drives get, the original hard drives with the actual discs, the actual disk drives, they always end up going bad after a certain amount of time, because they just do. That's why I'm putting solid states in all my refurbished models. So anyways, I'll show you the board here. So this is a typical Force board. You've got your I/O board that comes off. This is the I/O board controller, and it's got its own cables routed to here, and then it's got a whole bunch of connections that hook into the actual game once you install this board. But right away, immediately, come on camera, you can see those, that's what a cap is supposed to look like. So a capacitor is supposed to look like that. Now check this. See how they're bulging? Those are bulging. And this one is, you can see it leaked. Just a little bit of leakage. Now there are more capacitors under here that I don't think are bad. But we know 100% for certain these caps specifically are bad. Now, this is what I'm going to do though. I'm not just going to replace these 3. Because it's only a matter of time. Could be a year, could be 2 years, could be 3 years. Depends on the cooling that I achieve from my new fans and everything. But the rest of these caps, I'm also going to replace them. So I ordered a whole assortment of high quality capacitors from DigiKey. So I got them in from DigiKey, and I'm going to recap this whole board. Which is actually, when you get pretty good at it, it's actually not a crazy job. You just got to set everything up, get your workstation, and just crank them out. You just got to crank out the, you know, if you're good at extractions and replacements, you just go one, bam, 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 cap to cap to cap to cap. So that's the state of this. So I just need to recap this board, redo the heatsink here. I'm probably going to replace the processor fan as well. And then here's the new screen. This is the new screen that came in. So yeah, that's the state of the second force machine. Now the other thing I do have are these. I ordered these from kind of like a junk warehouse. This one, this Ion Evo here, and this Ion Evo. This is gonna be a shit show with these, because these, I can tell they were ran until they were completely cooked out of commission. They're nasty. They're completely nasty. They're missing, you know, like, they're not, the connectors are all busted off. The locks are all busted out. They're dirty. They're disgusting. And, you know, everything's original. Everything's original, which means it's probably, everything is completely just spent. Just completely run out of commission. So, yep. I'll probably make another video to talk more about those Ions. But the main thing is the force, the second force is one of the ones that I'm focusing on now. So that's the one we're going to get done first.